आशूरा दुनिया की तारीख की सबसे बड़ी कुर्बानी मैं समझता हूँ दी गई करबला में। वो क्या पैगाम मिला सारे मुसलमानों को? पैगाम ये मिला कि राय हक के लिए जालिम के सामने आप सर नहीं झुकाते, सर कटवा सकते हैं, झुकाते नहीं।
एक मजमा है बहुत बड़ा, मैं लोगों से पूछता हूँ कि ये क्या है, कहते हैं इमाम हुसैन अलैहिस्सलाम तशरीफ फरमाए। कि मैं मजमे को हटाता हुआ जाता ऐसे मुसाफा कर, तो इमाम अलैहिस्सलाम फरमाते हैं कि तारिक जमील को मेरा सलाम कहना और कहना हमने तुम्हें अपना सदीक मरासी बना लिया।
19. Well, guess what? In April of 2019, just 3 months later, my wife and I found ourselves on a plane headed to Karbala, Iraq. And there we were from April the 28th until May the 6th, 2019. And the rest is history. Yes, I could tell you about when I looked and saw the river Euphrates. I could tell you about standing there throughout Iraq. I could tell you about going to Najaf and seeing the largest cemetery in the world, the Muslim cemetery, the Valley of Peace. I could tell you about all of those things. I could tell you about meeting great sheikhs and great imams and great ayatollahs. But the thing that stood out the most was when I went to the shrine of Imam Hussain. When I stood there, I felt the very presence of God. I never shall forget when my wife and I stood there on the plaza and I saw thousands of pilgrims standing there lining up and weeping and wailing, trying to get in to be able to touch that holy tomb. And I did not realize until I walked in exactly the feeling that they had. When I walked in there, I felt the power of God descend upon me. I looked around and I saw people weeping and wailing. When I got close enough to the tomb, they said, if you're not a Muslim, we will not allow you to go in. But I stood there at the doorway and I stood on the doorpost and I put my hand on the door because I said, if I can't go in, I can at least touch this place that houses this holy and this righteous man of God. And so I laid my hands. Oh, help me, somebody. I laid my hands upon the doorpost. And as I laid my hand on the doorpost, something came through my body. And I felt the power of God transcend to me. As I was standing there, tears began to stream down my face. And I felt a special connection with Imam Hussain. My wife on the other side, for the interest for women, she did not get the memo that you're not allowed to go in. And so we went around on the other side looking for my wife, and I found out to my surprise she was inside the tomb, standing there weeping and wailing like everyone else. When she came out, I said, do you not realize you were not supposed to go inside there? That's only reserved for Muslims. She said, I was drawn into the place and I had to go in and I had to feel the presence of God myself.
अमन और इंसाफ के लिए शहीद हो गए। उन्होंने अन्याय और अहंकार के विरुद्ध अपनी आवाज बुलंद की थी। उनकी ये सीख जितनी तब महत्वपूर्ण थी, उससे भी अधिक आज की दुनिया के लिए ये अहम है।
मुझे अगर हुसैनी कहा जाए तो मुझे शर्म नहीं, फख्र महसूस होता। क्योंकि हुसैनी होना इसलिए फख्र की बात है कि हजरत इमाम हुसैन अलैहिस्सलाम एक शख्सियत नहीं है, वो एक आइडियोलॉजी है, वो एक विचारधारा है। और इसलिए दुनिया के तमाम जुल्म की तारीख गवाह है कि इंसान के जिस्म को मौत आई है उसकी आइडियोलॉजी को मौत हुई।